Hello everyone and welcome back to Schoolosophy. So in my previous video I spoke about osmosis and osmosis affecting cells. Today I'm going to continue the topic of movement in and out of cells, and I'm going to explain the last part, that is active transport. Active transport. Active transport is the movement of molecules and ions from an area of low concentration to an area of higher concentration against the concentration gradient, and so it needs energy which is provided by respiration. Active transport needs carrier proteins. Now, active transport is basically the opposite of diffusion and osmosis. In diffusion and osmosis, the molecules and ions move from an area of higher concentration to an area of lower concentration. That is down their concentration gradient, down the differences of their concentration. But here in active transport, it moves against the concentration gradient. That is from an area of lower concentration to an area of higher concentration. Now, when it moves from an area of higher concentration to an area of lower concentration, either diffusion or osmosis occurs invariably. That is, it does not need energy. So, it is also known as passive transport. However, active transport needs energy so that it can move molecules and ions against the concentration gradient. A cell gets this energy by the process of respiration that break down the food molecules to release energy. Another important thing that active transport needs is carrier proteins. Now, carrier proteins are also known as transport proteins. One example of active transport could be in the root hair cells. The concentration of nitrate ions inside the root hair cells is greater than the concentration of nitrate ions outside the root hair cells. Yet, root hair cells have these specially developed carrier proteins that help them take the nitrate ions from the soil into the cell against the concentration gradient of the nitrate ions. This is just a basic diagrammatic representation of how the active transport takes place. So these are the transport or carrier proteins. This is a cell membrane of a cell, and this is a glucose molecule. This area is outside the cell and this area is inside the cell. The concentration of glucose is less outside the cell than inside the cell. However, due to active transport, the glucose molecule is taken inside the cell. So the glucose molecule first enters the transport protein. The transport protein changes its shape. That is, this moves inwards and this moves outwards. So, as the protein changes its shape, the glucose molecule is pushed inside. The energy needed for this change in shape is provided by respiration. Due to the change in shape of the carrier protein, the glucose molecule is pushed inside the cell. So this is how the glucose molecule moves from an area of lower concentration to an area of higher concentration. That is from outside the cell to inside the cell with the help of active transport. That's it for this video. I hope you understood. If you have any questions, please put it down in the comments. And if you want me to post a video on any topic, please put it down in the comments. So bye.